Today, I want to introduce to you the Froggie cinematic universe and share why I decided to create it, some backstory on my life, and what's going on with these characters. We've all heard of the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the lore of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm gonna get super embarrassed talking about this, but when I was younger, I would create original characters, OCs for short, and make these very silly little stories about them, including tragic backstories and grossly overpowered powers. I actually wrote this cringe fantasy story when I was 9 years old that maybe I'll read it to you one day, but not today. No, we got other things to talk about. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Froggie, your old-timer frog VTuber, and I've been making Vocaloid and anime music on this channel for over 10 years, and I've been streaming on Twitch for 6 years. And now I'm making more conversational videos like this one to share with you guys. I realized that I have a lot of stories I want to tell, and I've been around the block, so there'll be more in the future if you guys like this sort of video. So if you want to see more, just leave a like, and that lets me know if you guys are actually interested in this sort of content or not. Anyways, where was I? Oh right, yes. So, my introduction to anime. I was first introduced to anime by watching Inuyasha for the first time on YTV. Shout out to all my fellow Canadians out there who watch YTV. I was totally enraptured with Inuyasha, and it was all I could talk about with my friends at school. I was so obsessed that I decided to create my own OC to join Shishomaru's traveling team consisting of Shishomaru himself, the little girl Rin, the imp guy Jackin, and for some reason I really like shipping Shishomaru with Kagura. So she got to be there too, even though she wasn't really part of the group in canon. My OC was 1/4 human, 1/4 demon, 1/4 angel, and 1/4 very cringe. Basically, you know, a textbook Mary Sue character. She got to fight against Kagura for Shishomaru's hand in marriage, and of course she won. But, of course, it needs to end in a tragic ending. So, she dies, and Shishomaru cries in regret for his lost love. It was something, alright, yeah. And that was kind of the gateway into, you know, my fan fiction and story writing phase. So, I did attempt to write fan fiction and webcomics as well when I was, you know, getting into anime and stuff like that. Because, you know, you read something and you just get inspired by it, and you're like, hey, I want to make my own story. I want to draw my own comic. And obviously, you're not that good at it when you first start at it. Not to mention, if you were just a dumb kid, you don't really have a lot of life experiences to draw on. But anyways, I did get better with writing stories in high school when I joined the manga art club. I wanted to become a comic artist until I discovered that the average mangaka in Japan actually only sleeps like 4 hours a night. I really value my sleep though, so I decided that maybe this career was not for me. Anyways, in the manga art club, there were only 4 people when I was a freshman, but it grew each year and I made many more friends across all the grades. I became the president when I was a senior, and you can bet all I heard was Kaicho there and Kaicho here. I feel like as a storyteller, the characters you create grow with you. Even when you think you've got them all figured out, all of a sudden, they've got a life of their own and start changing in ways you least expect. That's kind of how the Froggie cinematic universe, henceforth called the FrogCU, came to be. It started with live streaming. For those who don't know, I stream 3 times a week with my co-host Nick. We play a variety of games, streaming from story-driven to more action-oriented. Off the top of my head, we played multiple Pokemon games.
What are you doing?
Like, you can't imagine, like, this is the dentist's office. You got some people sitting in the back. They gotta, like, wait their turn for torture, you know? Chalice just came in, so she is at the front door.
What do you mean he, she? It's obviously a girl.
RPG games like Omori, Angels of Death, and Summon Night Swordcraft Story.
We have fun. Everyone had fun.
We play AAA games like Red Dead Redemption 2. We finished that.
You got a nice horse here too. Search saddlebag? Okay. Ow!
Tomb Raider and Atomic Heart.
You know Froggie's favorite snack? Microwaved bread and cheese.
Oh yeah, that's my go-to. And of course, we gotta play those co-op games like Grounded, It Takes Two, and Stardew Valley because we stream as a duo. I'm dying.
I feel like I'm gonna be doing this a lot.
Wow, that's only scratching the surface too. Guess when you've been streaming for over 5 years, you tend to build up quite a collection. I upload all the past streams. Well, maybe not all of them, only some of them, because I like having a complete collection for a playlist. But we do upload past streams on the Froggie and Nick channel if you're interested in watching us play but can't catch us live. And if you like shorter content, we also post, YouTube shorts. Yes, that's what they're called. Within the Frog CU, there is Froggie. That's me. I am a frog that transformed into a human from a witch's spell. I've been singing to collect fragments of my voice over the years while traveling from villages to cities and even to outer space. I recently encountered a black hole in space that split me apart into 2 people. But I recently reunited with my other half and I'm whole again, and that's why I look like this now. My favorite color is green and my birthday month is December. My top 3 likes are noodle soups, story-heavy games like Persona 5 and To the Moon, and learning new skills like playing piano and painting. I also want to learn to do more active things like playing pickleball, but I'm the least athletic person I know, so it's asking a lot from me. But dreamers can be dreamers. And my top 3 dislikes are the dentist, needles, and hair dryers. You can probably tell I had a bad experience with all 3 things as a child, so now I try to avoid all 3 of them. Except for the dentist. I still have to see the dentist every year because tooth pain sucks and I'd rather prevent it than avoid the dentist, I guess. I also panic under pressure and I can't do mental math to save my life. Those are just some bonus facts about myself. And I'm pretty clumsy as well. You can't really tell on this channel because you can't really see me do things in real time. It's all pre-recorded, guys. I can edit all my clumsiness out. But anyways, some people do find it funny when I run into walls or accidentally slam my elbow on the door frame. For dreams, I want to win the lottery so I don't have to worry about working for money. This way, I can have more time to nap and do things I want to do instead of worrying about my future. Growing up in poverty, I developed some anxiety around money and I have family members I need to take care of. So if that dream comes true, I can take time to do things I want to do. And I also care about my health, so I want time to exercise better and sleep well and eat well and live a good life. Yes, I want to live a nice long life. Now let's talk about Nick.
Welcome to the stream with just Nick. It's just me. It's just me, which is what you've always wanted forever and ever.
He's this guy you may or may not have noticed that gets credited in some of my videos. He's a writer and he will, sometimes when I threaten him, ask very nicely to write English lyrics for my songs. He wrote Blessing,
and from today to the next it will run. We hope you're happy and blessed.
Champion,
1, 2, 3, last battle push. You feel the ground start shaking, dragons waking.
Living Ghost is alive,
And so here the ghost is alive, having gone living lazily a long, long time. No, what are you doing right now? That's not me, I want to share.
and a bunch of others you might know. He's a pretty funny fellow. Nick's favorite color is blue, and his birthday month is December. His top 3 likes are pizza without pineapples on it, or else he'll turn his nose up and not accept your pizza. He likes video games like the Fallout series and survival games like Raft, Grounded, and Subnautica. And the last thing he says he likes, at least when I checked my notes after asking him, is cosmic horror. I had to ask him what that means, and he said it's mostly for things that are Lovecraftian, like the stuff that H.P. Lovecraft wrote. I don't really know that much about H.P. Lovecraft, but if you do, I think you and Nick would get along just fine. His top 3 dislikes are pickles, yes, the vinegared cucumbers, pickles, socializing, and he has a fear of heights. Nick can get pretty anxious with meeting people in real life, but he really talks eloquently on stream, so that's quite the Moe gap. When things go wrong, everyone puts the blame on Nick. Hashtag Nick's fault. Did you know that Nick wants to become a published author one day? He says he's fine with any type of fiction, like fantasy or sci-fi, and he could write for either like a book or a game. If you zoom in on Nick, you might notice a cute bird creature on Nick's head. His name is Bonsai. Bonsai isn't actually a bird. True to his name, he's got root-like tendrils for feet. Nick said that he found Bonsai inside of a meteorite that fell in his backyard one day. Bonsai crawled on his head, and ever since then, the two have been inseparable. So, kind of familiar to what happened to me, but more parasite-y? Aside from his parasitic tendencies, Bonsai is cute, and he reflects the mood of his host. Or is it the other way around? Bonsai's favorite color is yellow, and he was born in late April, the start of the totally unrelated mushroom season. Bonsai's top 3 likes are taking over the world, brain nutrients, and redacted. His top 3 dislikes are getting pulled on, being called bird brain. He didn't hear me say that, did he? And rainy days. No one really knows the purpose of Bonsai's Earth landing, but like a lot of alien movies we see on the internet, maybe he's trying to colonize the planet for his alien family. His dream is to take over the world through nefarious means, which is him spreading his bonsai spores across the world and infecting everyone with their own little bonsais. Truly insidious. I have a mascot called Ribs. He's a green frog spirit guide whose purpose is to guide me to all of my voice fragments. I had them all collected at one point, but after I fused with Toadie, they all scattered again. Whoops. Ribs gives off grandpa energy. He's very mysterious, quiet, and patient. He is a life advice giver and an iconic cheerleader. He is also a part-time baker and brings home some of his bread for everyone to enjoy. His specialty is baking cannolis and egg tarts. And his cinnamon rolls are pretty good too. Rib's favorite color is brown, and his birth month is February, coincidentally the same month this YouTube channel was created. Ribs' top 3 likes are baking, drinking tea, and going on joyrides. Ribs' top 3 dislikes are seafood, telemarketers, and hot weather. Once he helps me collect all of my voice fragments and we confront the witch, Ribs wants to retire and open a bakery of his own. His shop hours would probably be from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. because he needs his naps. I'm not sure how many people will come for his cannolis and egg tarts, but I think he just likes doing things his own way. He'll probably even get Cheesecake to be his delivery dog. Speaking of which, last but not least, we have Cheesecake the Corgi. He's a certified good boy and very smart. I don't own any pets in real life, but I really want to have a Corgi one day. I'm not sure if that day will ever come because Corgis are high-maintenance dogs with lots of energy, and my lifestyle is more suited for a couch potato dog. Or a cat, I don't know yet. I met Cheesecake while on my way to Toadie's castle. He's never told me anything about where he came from, but I made a deal with him that I've yet to fulfill. Cheesecake has a cheese obsession, surprise, surprise! Corgis are food motivated, and it's easy for them to gain weight, so you have to be careful not to feed them too much. Cheesecake also has an attitude, and he's got a resting grumpy face. Cheesecake's favorite color is yellow, and his birthday month is July. Cheesecake's top 3 likes are cheese, any kind, but he loves cheddar the most. His second favorite things are hammers, he says, because apparently they're like sticks but better. And lastly, he is an avid Korean drama watcher. You can catch him binging on shows when I'm busy working. Cheesecake's top 3 dislikes are milk, which is ironic because cheese is made out of milk, lemon-scented candles, and punny jokes. He will give you his signature grumpy face when you tell him a pun. So these are the characters from the Frog CU. The Frog CU just started, so I hope there'll be more stories and development over time. You can buy these designs in button form over at my shop, froggiesinger.com. I've been making a huge effort to draw and design more things so the shop looks less empty. You can grab the entire button set to display or trade with your friends. And if buttons aren't your thing, you can pick up an embroidered hoodie of your favorite Frog CU character. I wanted to do embroidery for this design because they last longer and it translates well with simple designs. As always, a special thank you to the Ribbit Club over on my Patreon. Patreon is a direct way to support me to make more silly videos and music releases for you guys. You can become members and receive early access to my videos, MP3 downloads to my music, instrumentals, and a cappella files. And also, we've launched a new Let's Play series called Chill Time with Froggie and Nick. Currently, we're playing Until Then, a game about a world recovering from catastrophe and a teenager trying to navigate through his high school life and romance. That's all for now, and have a riveting day!